So a couple months ago, I put this video up sharing some information about a company called Reflect Orbital. Okay, sunlight after dark, and it's gotten a few views. It's got 21 views, but I think it's very curious because I did not contact these people on a personal level. All I did was this video where I showed their information from their website, where they are talking about redirecting sunlight down into areas that don't normally get sunlight, something that is not natural. Okay, when you're talking about redirecting the sunlight, okay, we're talking about directing energy into areas that don't normally receive sunlight. Okay. And like I said, because I'm repetitive, I'll say it again. I did not give these people my email or any personal information at all. All I did was visit their website and do this video. Okay. And I got an email from them, from Zay, the chief of staff at Reflect Orbital. And I would like to know, Zay, chief of staff at Reflect Orbital, how you got my email. Okay. Not my email that is associated with my YouTube channel. This is a different email that I have. This is my personal email that they sent. And he says, "Hi, it's Zay, chief of staff at Reflect Orbital." Now, if you've seen my community page, you've already seen me post up an image of this email, but I wanted to share it in a video, okay, because I think it's kind of creepy. All right. And he goes on to say, Reflect Orbital sells sunshine after sunset using a very large constellation of in-space reflectors, providing clean energy and lighting solutions to people around the globe. It's been a few months since you've applied, and we sincerely appreciate your patience. It's been a few months since I applied. I never applied. Okay? As a reminder, here are our products: Reflect Experience, Reflect Light, Reflect Energy. I know you have many questions about our service, so we'd like to send you an informational one-pager to address them. Please fill out this form. No thanks. And we'll send you the most appropriate document. As for next steps, in the coming weeks, our sales team will be reaching out to schedule a meeting with you. Really? Then it says, P.S. If curious, learn more. See our co-founder's recent blog post here. Thank you for believing in us. I don't believe what you're doing is legal. I think it's criminal. Signed, Zay Rosen from Reflect Orbital Team. Reflect Orbital in Van Ness Avenue, Hawthorne, California. Of course, out in California. Well, Zay Rosen from Reflect Orbital, I would really like to know how you got my email and why you're sending me this notice telling me that your sales team is going to be reaching out to schedule a meeting with me. Because I don't want your services. I think what you're doing is criminal. Okay? This is not natural. This is not cool, in my opinion. They shouldn't be allowed to do it. They should not be allowed to put their little space mirrors up in the upper atmosphere, hijack our solar energy, and redirect it down into areas that don't normally get sunlight. Tell me that's not going to have some kind of an effect on our environment and inside of our atmosphere here. It's criminal as far as I'm concerned. And it's part of the directed energy weapon system that they are developing. Their space wars, their Star Wars. Okay. Now, we just recently had this whole hearing and meeting on UFOs and UAPs and all of that stuff. So, what's to say that what they're saying is UAPs and UFOs and aliens isn't just these space mirrors that they are using and intending to use even more? No, thank you. And it's creepy. It is creepy AF to me that they would send me this email when I did not apply. I did not make any inquiries. And you got my email somehow? How does that happen, folks? Not my email that's associated with my YouTube channel that I did this video on, but a different email that I use for personal use. It's creepy AF. And here's another thing, too. My recent moon video that I removed from YouTube because they inserted ads in it, I moved it over to Rumble, and I'll be uploading more videos on Rumble because YouTube can kiss my ass, because YouTube has constantly shadow banned my content. YouTube has constantly throttled my channel and prevented me from getting subscribers, preventing me from getting views, preventing me from getting watch hours, and making me eligible to receive ad revenue. They're still putting ads in my videos. So when I saw one of the advertisements, I actually sent in several different emails to different companies that had done advertising in my video, telling them your advertisement was inserted in one of my videos on YouTube. And just so you know, YouTube is censoring my free speech and is shadow banning my channel and content. So I do not get ad revenue from ads in my videos. This action is in direct violation of my constitutional rights to free speech, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness guaranteed in the Constitution of the United States of America. The ad revenue received is not shared fairly with content creators like myself. And I ask them to please reconsider advertising on YouTube. Thank you for your time and understanding. Well, I got back a reply from one of the companies, from a company called Nanozoom. Okay, so if you're familiar with Nanozoom, don't buy their product. They're assholes. This was the reply that I got back from them. It says, that sucks for you, man. However, we have no obligation to you whatsoever, and we do not care about YouTube blocking your bullshit, other than it's probably for a good reason. And we are glad not to be associated with bullshit that you call free speech. That's why they invented courts for. Go and try there, loser. Ciao. Okay, so now I'm assuming that this is from outside of our country, that this is coming from another country that doesn't have a problem throttling people's free speech, that doesn't have a problem with YouTube blocking bullshit, as they refer to it here in this response. Okay. But here in the United States of America, we still have a constitutional right to free speech. And the fact that YouTube is still allowed to get away with the shadow banning and throttling people's voices and shutting people's channels down, deleting people's channels for words and for speech and for opinions that they have, it's very, very bothersome. And it's really even more bothersome that this company, Nanozoom, would send me back a reply like that. I mean, who does that? Seriously. Nanozoom, you are assholes. In fact, that was my reply back to him. Wow, you are an incredible asshole. But, I thought maybe I might get back some kind of reply from one of these companies that maybe they would have some kind of an issue with their ads being inserted into videos of people who are not monetized and people who do not benefit from the ad revenue. This ad revenue share on YouTube is bullshit. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I think it's interesting that Reflect Orbital would send me this email. And then it was interesting that I had gotten back a response like that from somebody, from one of the advertisers from a company called Nanozoom. So if you're considering buying Nanozoom, don't. They're trash. They're assholes. Just saying. And these people are insane. And as far as I'm concerned, they're criminals. They have no business hijacking our solar energy and redirecting sunlight into areas that don't normally get sunlight. Tell me you're not just asking for some level of disaster and catastrophe without telling me that you're asking for disaster and catastrophe. And tell me you're not directing energy and using it as a weapon without telling me you're directing energy and using it as a weapon. Anyway, stay safe and mindful, folks. There's more to come if I can help it.